Today I'm in the wood yard. It's a wood stacking day. Here we go. So yesterday I split this load. Today I'm going to stack this load. We're going to go right here. Now, because I have limited space in some of these areas where I want to be stacking, I went real high like I did with this row here. This is 7.5 feet high by close to 14 feet. I think it's 13.10 or something like that. So each of these rows in this pile right here is a full cord, and there's 3 rows there. So I can just take one row and it'll be a full cord. Now over here, what I'm thinking of doing is doing each of the rows so they equal 2/3 of a cord or 2 face cords. So I would end up with 2 full cords, but I'm going to do 2 face cords or 2/3 of a cord per row. I'm going to figure out distance and height and what I have to do. So basically I'm going to get it so that if I have one row, I've got 2 face cords. And that way I can go a little bit higher without going real long, because I got to be able to get around this corner to get back and get the tractor in and out of here and get at other wood. Plus I want to put more wood right across through here and right through here. So basically I want to fill this whole area and then continue doing the same thing going the other direction over there, which you'll see in a little bit. So what I'm going to try to do is to make this so that I can get more wood in less space. So here we go, stacking time. So here's what I just did. I took a measurement from the brace piece on the back side over there all the way over to right here, and that is 10 feet from there to there. So what I need to do is to go about 6.5 feet high to get 2 face cords or 2/3 of a cord per row, because 10 times 6.5 comes out to 65 square feet, and you need 64 square feet on a face cord as you're looking at it to get 2 face cords, because the pieces are 16 inches. So if you do the cubic feet measurement, if you take 6.5 times 10 times the wide, which is what it's going to be because it's 16, 16, and 16-inch pieces, the 3 rows, comes out to 2 full cords, but each row will be 2/3 of a cord or 2 face cords, which is a good way to do this for me, because I sell a lot of wood to people where they want 2/3 of a cord or 2 face cords at a time. So I'll be able to just take one of these rows and it'll be good. Now on the big one over here, I did full cords, and I do sell some full cords too, so I'll be able to just take one of those rows. But if someone wants just a face cord, basically I fill the bed of my truck and it's a face cord or 1/3 of a cord. So any way I can get the measurement. And then in the trailer here, if I load it so that it's level with this board right here, loose thrown in all the way across, full, side to side, it's a full cord. So I really don't have to be measuring as much as I used to as far as in my stacks, but it's still kind of nice to know how much wood I've got, and to know that I can just grab it, throw it, and go. And there are times people will stop here and I can say, hey, just take that whole row right there. That's your full cord or whatever. Now over here on this side, I've got monster piles. I've got just big, huge stacks all the way around. As you can see, I've got probably 7 feet high, 7.5 feet high, something like that. And I think this is 14 feet long from there to there, 14 or 15, I don't know, I measured it. But this is stuff I'll be able to just throw into the truck or trailer loose, and I'll know how much I have just by the volume that it takes up either in the truck or the trailer. But I left space here between here so that can dry. And then on these wings that I'm bringing out this way, I'm leaving space here and then again here too. But there's 2 big rows back there, and that's all processor wood. So there you go. So now I'm going to start stacking finally. wood from the tree service. So it's mostly ash, but I see there's a piece of basswood right here, which he didn't even know what it was. He thought this was ash too, but it's basswood, but that's okay. Good wood. It's a new guy that works for this tree service company that dropped it off. He had never been here before, so he wanted to know where we should put it. And so I asked him if he's got a lot more loads coming. He says, we do quite a bit in a day. He said we'll do 4 or 5 locations in a day because they have several crews. And he told me that he's got me in his phone now, and whenever he's in the area, he said he'll be bringing stuff. And he asked me, so which was really nice. He said, what size stuff do you want? What do you want it to look like? He said pretty much everything smaller than about 8 inches. He said like this right here is about as big as small as they'll bring me, because most everything else is this size, which is about an 8-incher. So he said that size can go through their chipper, and he said it's fast for them just to chip it and get rid of it. I said, well, I'd take it all the way down to 4 or 5 inches if you want. And he said it's not really worth their time, but so I'm going to get more of this kind of stuff. And he told me that he will be bringing more, and I told him, I said, just lay it along here anywhere, just as long as I can get through here. And I said, even if I'm not here, bring it. And he said, awesome. So he was showing me he had a 660 that he had ported and had a muffler mod on it, and he had the V-cut chain on it, and he said it's just incredible. He said next time he stops in, if he's got time, he would let me run it. So that'll be kind of interesting. It's got a mean saw, he said. He said it's faster than anything else he's ever run, so that's pretty cool. Well, now that he's gone, I can get back to stacking here. So I don't know, maybe halfway done with this pile or so. I got about 6.5 feet high right here so far. So 6.5 feet by 10 feet. It'll be 2 face cords, or 2/3 of a cord per row is what I'm ending up with. So I did measure it. Now if you saw that on the video, I had the tape measure out and measured it to make sure I'm the right height. There's a lot of wood in this trailer. I haven't even picked half of it out yet. And so this will definitely get full, and I might even be able to start another one like right in here. So I'm just gonna keep going, stacking again. An empty trailer. I thought I was going to be able to fill this and have some left over. It went faster than I thought, so I didn't even get 2 full cords here. That's okay, it's still a lot of wood. So yeah, that's all that's left is that little bit of debris, which I just leave in the trailer, which is so nice to split right into the trailer. Hardly any debris at all. I have a gravity down on this, so there's the down button. Comes down pretty fast in the first stage, and then the second stage is a little slower, and then the third stage is even slower yet. It slows way down. But I'm not using the battery up to come up and down like I was with my old trailer. But I really like this trailer a lot. It's just awesome. By having this 3-stage, I'm able to go really high with it. It's got a real steep angle, so the wood just comes right down. What's so nice is that, look at right now, this is how high it is. It's, to the middle of my chest. But when I tip it all the way up, it's right about here. So all the wood slides to me, and I don't have to bend over at all. There's no bending it over, but doing it this way versus dumping it and then picking it up and stacking it again, this is the way to go, I tell you. Really nice. So I got this done, and the best news of the day is I got some free wood laying over there, so that is awesome. So we got some storms rolling in. We're supposed to have thunder, lightning, and big booming storms like in the next hour. So that's going to be it for today for me, folks. I got other stuff to do, so hit the subscribe button. It'd be awesome if you did. Tomorrow I will be back here at 5:30 a.m. for you with another video. If you can't wait that long, there's over 750 videos on my channel for you to watch. That's right. Good night, Irene.